Hello, this is Gav from IGN, and this week the PlayStation turned 20 years old. So we've been celebrating our favourite PlayStation 1 memories. Yesterday we had Alex with Metal Gear Solid 1, and today we have Luke Kamali with...
Crash Bandicoot.
What?
I know! Now, when I said this on the IGN UK podcast, I got a bit of grief, which I think... No, it's ridiculous! So this is, as far as I'm concerned, a brilliant game.
I think, yeah, it's a good game, but it's not the game for me that just defines PlayStation.
Right,
or my PlayStation experience.
Well, I mean, back when it launched, I think Sony kind of, it became a mascot for them, and I think they wanted their Sonic or their Mario.
Yeah.
Which, a lot of people don't necessarily agree it was, but, I think it kind of did become that. So I ended up playing Mario was one of the first games I had on Game Boy.
Yeah.
And so that was 2D platforming. You know what? Loved it. That was great. So this, as a 3D platformer, completely blew my tiny little mind when I got it. And so that kind of was where I think the love affair started. There was something about him, like how he was just wacky. He wasn't really a person, He was kind of just... and similarly, no hate or anything. But, Sonic was very Americanized and stuff like that, whereas...
This dude is completely American.
I completely disagree. He's Australian. He's a bandicoot. And I just loved him. I loved Ripperoo as well, who was one of the bosses, the mad kangaroo. I just thought it was brilliant.
I think it's cute how much you like it.
Yeah, I really
I
like
think it's
it.
nice, yeah.
I mean, in fairness, I reckon 2 was probably a game that actually meant more to me.
Okay.
But Crash Bandicoot 1 is where it all started, and I think in terms of classic PlayStation, this was when I kind of realised, this is what it could be about.
Okay.
There were some levels that just drove me mad, though.
Yeah.
One level in particular just made me scream time and time again. It's called Boulder Dash.
Okay.
And whereas usually, you're behind Crash.
Right.
It's when you're in front of him and you're running towards the screen, and this giant boulder's chasing you. It's very Indiana Jones, and it's just a nightmare because you can't see where you're going, and you're meant to be avoiding it, and it's just not fair in any way.
It's interesting you say Indiana Jones because obviously Naughty Dog went on to make the Uncharted series, and that is pretty much Indiana Jones. And if you look at some of this stuff, rolling boulders,
you
and
can see
things
exactly
like that,
it's always been on their radar. Like
it is basically Uncharted.
Yeah, it's pretty much and that is Nathan Drake running away. But yeah, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And similarly, in every level you need to get a purple crystal, but you also have to get if you break all the boxes, you get a clear gem. And so there was just so much to do, and it just began my career as a completionist where I have to do absolutely everything.
Well, that's Love You Luke, and that's day 2 of our PlayStation 1 memory. So come back tomorrow and we'll have even more for you.